I thought I was ready for directing. I didn't know what I was doing, and unfortunately, I was the director. Oh. This is what happened when I had to direct my first full production for class. At the beginning of the semester, I was pretty excited to direct. We started with our table reading and onboarding meeting and slowly started getting into rehearsals. I had ideas, I had a vision, so naturally I thought, okay, I'm prepared. I was not. Our first rehearsal was probably the moment I realized I had severely underestimated this. I hadn't done my homework. I was so visibly confused that most of the suggestions were coming from my stage manager, who had already taken her directing class. I was just there.
No, don't do it! I thought we were having a nice day!
Having an idea in your head, that's one thing. But actually knowing how to communicate it to a room full of people, that's another. So I went back and did what I should have done in the first place. I did my homework. When I came back for our next rehearsals, everything felt different. I knew what I wanted to see. I knew what I needed from my actors. I could actually make decisions. And for the first time, I thought, okay, I can actually do this. But as the process went on, I realized that directing is so much more than what people see on stage. It's not just telling actors where to stand. It's rehearsals, notes, warm-ups, meetings, problem solving, working with your stage managers, working with your designers, figuring out how everything is actually going to exist in the space. Sometimes it means helping build the thing that you're imagining.
Taga-UP ka po? So, lagi kayo nag-aaral? Naglalagar.
Sometimes it means carrying 10-foot heavy pieces of wood around KNL.
But this is 10 feet. Tignan mo, like, you know how small the allowance is if you put everything here.
It's too long to fit inside the car. The thing is, I wasn't the only one struggling. My batchmates were going through their own directing finals. Our stage managers were overworked. Our actors were giving their time to us. Everyone was tired, and yet in between all of the stress, we still found ways to have fun.
Hindi ko pinalampas yun. Hindi ko alam nakakampas.
Care what you say, 'cause I'ma let you know. I learned how to love me from my head down to my toes. Let 'em know if you with me.
Bakit di ka nagpa-follow? It's me! Hey friends! Directing or cargador? That's probably one of my favorite parts of the whole experience. The things that felt impossible during our first rehearsals, they were actually happening. And then it was show day. War is over. I started this class thinking that I needed to know exactly what I was doing before I could call myself a director. But I didn't. I was confused, tired, I made mistakes, and I'm like super drained. I can't wait for this to be done. I am tired. And sometimes I really wish that someone else would take over. But I learned that you can be all of those things and still show up. You can still do your part.
You know what? The rain is so bad.
didn't completely fail.
This is Bangkok in Nowhere!